to our extra special very first clinical trial. In the clinical trial, all surviving participants will discuss amongst themselves the details of the termination and decide through a democratic vote. Whatever! You kids are perceptive enough to get the idea. Somebody whack somebody else, you gotta discuss who did it and vote him as the culprit. Now, one of you has decided their life matters more than the rest of you. If that's you, your job is to get everyone to vote someone else as the culprit. Do that, and you win. Fail, and it's the birds for you. The rest of you, you'll want to find that culprit and vote them off, so they die instead of you. You all got that? Aww. You should have had time to investigate. However, I'm kind enough to provide you all with a quick recap. The victim is our beloved Reiji Kutsuki, the absolute pop star. Well, former absolute pop star now. His body was found this morning at 6 a.m. in classroom 1C. Stabbed thrice in the chest, twice in the heart, and someone's here to blame. His official cause of death was those stabs, though he also broke his nose before he died. And with that, experiment formalities are finished.
You're taking way too much joy in this. At least try to have some impartiality.
The fun is the best part of all this, old-timer. No more distractions from us, though. Let said fun begin!
Well, what do we even talk about? Sanada-san, what would be the first order of business?
Typically, you'd start with...
Fuck off with all this formality shit! We already know who did it! It's her!
Wait,
You found Metsu's body, covered in blood with a fucking knife in your hand! We literally caught you red-handed!
I'm inclined to agree. Sanada-san has some explaining to do if she wants to get suspicion away from her.
Gonna need a real good explaining, because otherwise, it's pretty obvious.
Hold on! I don't really want to believe it myself, but it is really suspicious. I mean, who else could have done it?
I really don't want to believe that Himari-chan would do something like that, but what if it really is her?
But I did... No,
Still trying to weasel your way out of this. Stop wasting our fucking time and just confess! Enough!
Look, I'm fully aware this seems open and shut. However, I've seen plenty of cases where the supposedly obvious suspect turned out to not be the culprit. We are here to prove who the real killer is. And to do that, we shouldn't be jumping to the quickest conclusion. If she is the killer, then we must prove it beyond any reasonable doubt. Discuss it until there are no possible avenues for her to be innocent. But until then, Himari deserves a chance to defend herself. Our decision here will not only impact her life, but ours as well. So don't take it lightly.
Thank you, Muichi. Anyway, I was going to say that I do have something that can prove that I...
Both of you fucking dorks really need to learn when to shut up! I don't give a shit what either of them say. He's just trying to get his baby sis off the hook because he's not man enough to get shit done! She killed that freak, and we caught her doing it! End of story! What more do you fucking need? Just admit that you killed him already!
Yelling like this isn't going to help anyone, Ishikame.
How about you stop protecting her?
This trial would be over in no time if you simply confess to your sin.
Yeah, she obviously shanked him before he could kick her ass. No way a wimp like you could have done it if you hadn't gotten the jump on him, Four Eyes.
You're rushing to the end before we've examined all possibilities.
Dunno. Seems rather straightforward to me. Sonata wouldn't be able to fight back against him. So of course she'd take him by surprise.
Look, I don't know. It's all just really fishy, okay? Is Himi-chan really the type to go all bloodthirsty like that?
You've known her for 5 fucking days!
Stay calm, Himai.
Moichi?
He might be flailing his accusation around like a fool right now, but we can still turn this around. You noticed it too, didn't you? What Ishikame said. There's something wrong with it.
Something wrong? Ah, now that you mentioned it, I think there's something he said that was kind of off. Like it's contradicting something.
That's it. Now focus and pin down what exactly he said that creates this discrepancy. Then disprove that statement with fact and slice through his accusation.
Okay, got it.
Just admit that you killed him already!
Yelling like this isn't going to help anyone, Ishikame.
How about you stop protecting her?
This trial would be over in no time if you simply confess to your sin.
Yeah, she obviously shanked him before he could kick her ass. No way a wimp like you could have done it if you... Just admit that you killed him already!
Yelling like this isn't going to help anyone, Ishikame.
How about you stop protecting her?
This trial would be over in no time if you simply confess.
Yeah, she obviously...
That's not true! That's where you're wrong! I mean, it's...
How'd you say to me?
You got something wrong, Ishikame-san. You said that Kutsuki-san was killed without a chance of fighting back. But the autopsy report here stated that his nose was broken pre-mortem, which means...
Fucking matter! Yeah, he didn't die getting his nose smashed. So what?
Well,
It matters because of the situation he would have gotten it, is what I believe she is trying to say.
That's right, exactly. So, the autopsy report says that his nose was broken before he was killed. And unless someone can vouch for Kutsuki-san hurting his nose beforehand, then it's likely that he got it during the murder. Which means he must have fought back against the killer.
Doubt he'd just be walking around with his nose busted. Or not.
Could he really have fought, though? I mean, he always had this big smile on his face, even when he was... he was still smiling. Maybe he left us quickly and didn't have to suffer. Yeah, that has to be it.
I'm not convinced.
Oh, you think he was in a lot of pain, Shigure-chan?
Quiet, Minasuga. That isn't what I was addressing. You all heard Kutsuki yourself the other day. With that little speech he put on. How he felt about leaving this place was rather obvious, as were his feelings about life and death in general. Perhaps this little struggle you claim occurred was more one-sided than you were letting on.
No, there definitely had to be some sort of struggle. I That's it! The legs of the desk. They indicate a struggle.
However so.
A few of the desks had these long, dried-up blood streaks on them. Even ones further away from his body.
But Kutsuki-san was stabbed repeatedly. Isn't there a chance it was just splatter from the blood?
Well, that's not impossible. Some of the desks were too far from Kutsuki-san's body for it to have just been normal splatter. For the blood to be on the desks like that, the killer would have had to move them. So, some of the desks must have been knocked over while Kutsuki-san and the culprit were fighting.
I see. I can follow this line of logic.
I concede on this point, as it now seems rather apparent there was a struggle.
See? That's why it's...
However, all you've done is proven this simply was not a kill without a struggle. Who's to say you weren't the one on the other side of this struggle with Kutsuki?
Exactly. None of this bunk matters. Struggle or not, doesn't change the fact she killed him there. Classroom's pretty far from our line of sight now. We got the second floor. Wouldn't be a hard kill to make.
Look at Hime-chan! She doesn't really look like someone who would win in a fight, huh? No offense, but you look like you'd be knocked on your butt if you sneezed too hard.
Kutsuki wasn't much of a fighter either. So knock off the Dover team. Whatever happened, you still led him there and killed him! That's it. Yeah, you're weak, but you can't be that much stronger than me. Does it even matter? We all know you do. Does it even matter? Nobody's seen you kill him. That's it. even matter? Doesn't matter that there was a struggle. What a waste of time. That's it. That's it. Does it even matter? That's it. Does it even matter? We all know you did. Nobody can see you kill him. Doesn't matter that there was a struggle. Doesn't even matter. That's it. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, we foot. Yeah, we caught you.
I didn't kill Kutsuki-san!
Then why did you call us to the classroom alone with nobody around? Unless you've got something to prove you didn't lead him there, you ain't changing my mind.
This is it! I do have proof, actually.
What's that?
It's a letter. It got sent to my room this morning. Here's what's written on it.
Dear Himari, I think I found something really important in Classroom 1C. It might be a way out of here. If you could get over as soon as you can, you might be able to help everybody escape. Signed, Reichi.
Signed, Reichi.
Kutsuki-san wrote this and left it for me. He was the one who called me to...
That could have easily been forged.
No, I didn't!
I was with Himari the whole time. Unless she was able to do it without me noticing, I can promise you that she didn't write it.
She could have forged it before the whole thing got going. Plenty of time then.
So that's what that letter on your door was about! Oh, well, maybe if you weren't so tiny with sleeping in, you'd have been able to stop this from happening!
Geezer, shut your mouth! I don't know how they did things in your time, but here in the better generation, we just shut our traps and let them squirm on their own!
I believe that's enough of an indication to see that the note isn't fraudulent.
See? I was already asleep when the letter was brought to my room. Even the cat can confirm it.
That cat! Oh, I'll have you know that my name is...
Yanasobu! A double name for a double geezer like you!
I am not...
How utterly convenient. More than a low-born murderer deserves.
And once I read the letter, I went to Classroom 1C, just as it told me to.
So, let me get this straight. You went out to meet up with a guy, alone, in the middle of the early morning, all because this shady-ass letter told you to?
Well, I was... Well, I wasn't thinking things through as much as I should have at the time.
Oh my god! Seriously? This is not the place to be sleeping around, Hime-chan!
Wait, stop talking! Having those kinds of thoughts before marriage is a sin! You need Jesus, Hanabusa-san.
Anyway, once I entered the classroom, it was all dark. I couldn't see anything in there. Then I remember somebody grabbing me. I couldn't see who it was. And then they knocked me out with something.
Oh no, are you okay?
I'm fine. When I woke up, I saw Kutsuki-san's body in front of me.
With blood all over you and a knife in your hand.
Guess you weren't the one calling him down then.
So, do you believe me now? That I didn't kill
I didn't finish. Sure, he's the one who called you there. But then what? You just proved you were in the classroom, knowing who would be there.
Wait, I didn't mean...
Either you took advantage of the situation and killed him, or he tried to kill you and you fought back. Take your pick. It doesn't change the most important thing. You killed Kutsuki.
The newly presented evidence so far hasn't changed the outcome of this trial. Simply the circumstances surrounding it. The only fact that's relevant here is who killed the victim, not how or why they did it. Will this trial truly progress to a new conclusion if we just keep going into specifics of how this servile filth did her deed? I think not.
If my lady requests it, we should obey. This trial has nothing more to offer.
What? No! We can't do that! There's still...
Silence, Sonata-sama! If you continue to misguide us, I shall execute you myself!
Hey, Lancelot! Don't go trying to take the fun part from me!
Please wait a moment! While I think there's his reasoning to reason suspect Sanada-san, it risky would be to rush to a rushed conclusion. Sanada-san's life is not the only one lying on the line here. The rest of ours are also.
Don't try to convince them! It's all lost! They've all been taken! They've all been brainwashed! But not me! I want to survive! I want to live!
I want to live? Yes, so I'd wish for us to leave no doubt before we are come to final conclusion.
Fine. This moronic charade can't possibly sink lower anyhow.
What else should we be discussing then?
An overview of the case would be a good spot to start, to land everyone on the same page. One that seems important that we've neglected thus far is the murder weapon used in this case.
What's the point? We already know what it is! It's a fucking knife!
Because any weapon will have an array of surrounding factors, and we need to be sure of as many of those as possible.
The knife was specifically a kitchen knife, correct? A kitchen knife from, well, the kitchen.
That seems to be the case, but it's rather ornate and slim for a kitchen knife. Did anyone happen to investigate the kitchen?
My lady and I were guarding the crime scene throughout the investigation.
I wasn't sure if it would prove important, so I never went inside the actual kitchen itself.
I was busy elsewhere, so I sadly have nothing to share.
I was in there, but I still don't...
No one knows anything. Great.
I think I can prove where the knife came from.
Of course you'd have an answer. Did your brother coach you or some shit?
My integrity as a prosecutor is something I take pride in, Ishikame. I wouldn't endanger it on something like this. Himari, if you could please share your theory.
Right. So, earlier, when Moichi and I were investigating, we found an empty box for a sashimi knife. I didn't get the best look at the knife, but it seems to be the only knife that was missing from the kitchen.
Oh?
Not only that, the patterns on the handle of the knife matched those on the box.
Did anyone else keep an eye on the kitchen leading up to the case? Maybe even see who went in and out?
Speak up, Okabe.
I was in the kitchen all night last night. But I didn't see anyone coming in or out all night. I promise.
You didn't see anyone at all?
Yes, none, zero. It was just me all night. I didn't take the knife, by the way. Nuh-uh. No idea when the knife was taken, but it's definitely not last night. Otherwise, I would have seen it, right? I was in the kitchen the whole night! And I saw nobody come in or out. It was just me.
We know. You said that 3 times already.
You? Certainly grown quite neurotic.
What? What made you say that? I mean, I don't know what Himari's planning with all of this.
Please refrain from badgering the suspect.
Anyway, I'm telling you now, I was alone in the kitchen all night.
Okabe, that's not what you told us earlier.
Well, maybe you heard me wrong. It happens. So I'm correcting it right now. The kitchen last night was totally empty.
I can feel it! He's lying!
Then prove it.
I don't need to spell this out, do I?
Yeah, Hiroshi is acting strange.
Not my first time having to deal with a difficult witness. Whatever tomfoolery he's trying to pull, it ends now.
I don't see anywhere I can disprove what he's saying, though.
Times like these are when we corroborate a correct statement. An account from a single person alone might not hold a lot of weight, but if multiple people can back up the same claim, it becomes a lot more solid.
I see. All right.
I was in the kitchen the whole night! And I saw nobody come in or...
We know. You said that 3
You? Certainly.
What? What? I mean, I don't know what Himari...
Please refrain from badgering the suspect.
Anyway, I'm telling you now.
Okabe, that's not what you told us.
Yeah, that's right! Hiroshi, what you told us was completely different from this.
Well, you heard wrong. Besides, you're the suspect here, right? Can we really trust anything you say?
What if you hear it from me, then? During the investigation, Himari and I talked to you about your night in the kitchen. And you gave us a completely different story from whatever you're spouting right now.
I didn't think it would be all that important.
So, simply decided to change your story all of a sudden.
Well...
very lives are at stake. So unless you have a very good reason for omitting facts from this trial, speak up this instant.
Yes, ma'am! I didn't think it would be that important to mention who came by last night, as they aren't, well, as they aren't here with us anymore.
Not with us anymore? What? Wait. Don't tell me.
Yeah. Kutsuki-san was the one that came into the kitchen last night. Maybe around midnight? It was kinda hard to keep track of time.
How interesting factoid to now share. I'll be sure to keep this mind in mind. Thank you, however, Okabe-san. This information
is suspicious.
Oh, finally, the fucking magic decided to join the conversation.
Are you, incapable of learning anyone's actual names?
The information is suspicious. Both of you were in an optimal position to take the knife. Therefore, you too are suspicious.
But wasn't Reiji-chan the one who... If Reiji-chan was the one who got hurt, how could he be suspicious?
Sanada. Allegedly, Kutsuki sent her a summons to meet up in classroom 1C. He was additionally seen at the location where the murder weapon went missing from. Therefore, both Kutsuki and Okabe had the opportunity to steal the knife. Sanada?
Yes?
When did you receive the letter?
Oh, when I woke up. Around 5 a.m. I'm not sure when the letter came to my room, though. I, kind of accidentally left the door unlocked last night.
Hello? Earth-Chan! We're in a death game! If you didn't do it, mistakes like that'll make sure you're next.
I know.
Are you crazy? Get your head into the goddamn game, Sanada-san! How can you be so careless? This place, it's not normal. If you lose it here, you're in a world of hurt.
So, should we think if it's possible for Hiro-chan to be the killer?
No, I'd never kill anybody, promise!
With instigation, perhaps not. But there is a possibility of self-defense.
What? No,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Though, not defending himself.
What do you mean?
Well, let me pose this theory. Hiro-chan saw Reiji-chan take the knife, but instead of confronting him, he quietly followed him. He saw Reiji-chan follow Hime-chan into the classroom, got worried, and followed them both in. Reiji-chan, who was planning to murder Hime-chan, attacked her and knocked her out so she wouldn't fight back. Jumping in to save her, Hiro-chan wrestled the knife away from Reiji-chan, struggled a bit, and turned the tables and stabbed him. But after the adrenaline wore off, Hiro-chan saw what he did and panicked. He moved the crime scene around to frame Hime-chan for it, then ran off to secure his alibi.
Not implausible. I ran into Okabe-sama downstairs this morning, which was rather unusual.
Whoa. You actually think I did it? Bro, that's bogus. I couldn't have done any of that. No way!
What? This attitude of yours is just some fucking mental breakdown from stress or something?
Hiroshi.
No, this is a really big misunderstanding. I was in the kitchen all night. When would I have had the time to go kill somebody?
You were alone all night, as you've claimed yourself. Unless somebody can confirm your alibi, that statement is doubtful at best.
Especially since you just lied about not seeing Kutsuki before he died.
And your current shift in attitude to this bizarre panic leaves you lacking nothing more than...
Suspicious.
What? Why is this happening? I didn't kill Kutsuki-san! It was Himari. She was found with him, wasn't she? She was even holding a knife and covered in blood and everything! Look at me in comparison. I ain't got a drop of blood on me. And if you check that knife for fingerprints, mine wouldn't be on it, because I never touched it, ever!
Perhaps you cleaned yourself up with the washroom so near to the crime scene.
Disturbing my perfectly arranged medical supplies in the process. Oh my.
And I'd imagine if fingerprinting or other forms of DNA analysis were available, it would have been mentioned already.
You think I give you dweebs something that fancy? Dream on. There's no fun in such easy proceedings. Dance. Dance for me.
You disgust me in the joy you get from this. Well, Himari is still the most suspicious one.
Hiroshi.
No! You... Shut up! I know you did it, and now you're trying to pin it on me!
Hiroshi, listen!
You're trying to drag me into your murder! I'm gonna prove it! I'm gonna prove that you did it! I didn't do anything! You're suspicious! You're hiding something, I just know it! I don't care, so... I didn't do anything! So? What are you trying to pull? You're suspicious! So? You're suspicious! You're suspicious! I don't care! I don't care! I don't care! Hey, let me talk!
Hiroshi, please, just listen to me for a second.
No, I won't! Why should I listen to...
Enough! Continue, Sonata.
Thank you. Hiroshi, you were in the kitchen all last night doing the dishes, right?
Yeah, but
You said you weren't allowed to leave until you had the place spotless.
Yeah, but that was only because of... Oh...
Oh? The fuck you mean, oh?
That's right. It was because of that cat. He held you up in the kitchen all night until all of the dishes were done.
He also made me make sure the place was clean, top to bottom. I haven't got a chance to sleep at all.
And you would have been done faster if you didn't dilly-dally and let it get that bad in the first place! And yo! How many times do I have to tell you that my name is...
And since he was there in the kitchen watching you all night, he can corroborate your account. He's your alibi.
Sorry. But, yeah, see, I wasn't...
Can we really believe it, though? I mean, like, that thing was the one who brought us here in the first place. Like, who's to say he didn't help you with, you know, the murder stuff?
Wouldn't that be a violation of the rules?
I mean, I don't see exactly why it would be. The rules said that Nianus isn't allowed to mess with the experiment in any meaningful way, but that isn't Nianus. Not anymore, anyway. So maybe the rules work differently for him.
Quite an interesting observation, Hanabusa-sama. Nianus, do the rules work that way?
I'm keeping quiet for now. I want to see how you all decide this works.
What? You can't do that! As the overseer, you are bound to...
Oh, cannon, Yana Tofu! I ain't bound to anything besides some flimsy rules and me saying nothing breaks none of them.
No! Come on, tell us, please!
Well, unless the cat yokai says otherwise, my theory holds up.
I'm not so sure about that, Hanabusa-san.
What? Why are you arguing about this? If Hiro-chan's the guilty one, that proves you're innocent, right?
Well, kind of, but...
Kind of? Isn't that what you want?
I really don't believe Hiroshi is the one who did this. Even if he doesn't believe the same for me. However, I'm sure that there's a way to prove it. I'm sure there's evidence that can prove that Hiroshi and Yana Sofu were in the kitchen all night.
Are you sure he's innocent? Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying.
I'm not lying, I promise!
Please, you're shaking like a fucking leaf. That Lord House has a point for once.
What do you mean for what?
Still not sure it means he's guilty. But he's definitely more suspicious now.
I promise you, no bogus! I'm telling the truth! I was held up all night by that old cat! He wasn't gonna let me go till...
Until the kitchen was spotless. Blah, 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 blah. I know, it doesn't matter. Save it for the judge, Hiro-chan, because I'm not buying it.
You caught that too, right?
Uh-huh.
Hanabusa contradicted herself. You can make use of that. Sometimes all it takes to disprove someone's claim is to throw their own words right back at them.
I see. All right.
Are you sure he's innocent? Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying.
I'm not one.
Please, you're shaking. That Lord has us a point.
What do you mean still not sure it means it, but it's definitely more
I promise you, no bogus. I was held up all night, but he wasn't gonna let me.
Until the kitchen was spotless. Blah, 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 blah. Are you sure he's innocent? Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying.
I'm not lying, I promise.
Please, you're shaking like a... That Lord has us a point.
What do you mean still not sure it means it, but it's definitely more
I promise you, no bogus. I was held up all night, but he wasn't gonna let me.
Until the kitchen was spotless. Blah, 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 blah. Save it for the Jack Hero-chan. Are you sure he's innocent? Because I'm pretty sure that thing's lying. That's not true!
The kitchen itself should prove Hiroshi's story. I don't know how many of you were able to check, but the kitchen was spotless this morning when I went to investigate. Moichi was with me and can confirm this too.
Correct. I was with Himari in the kitchen. It was clean.
While Nyanis and Yanasofu seem rather advanced.
Yanasofu! Oh, you ignorant dwarf!
Shut up! At least let her talk before we kill her.
Their small structure and limited mobility would make it impossible to clean the kitchen that thoroughly by themselves.
I can't believe the youth nowadays! No respect for their elders at all! I'll have you know this!
Affirmative.
Huh?
Nyanusofu's mechanics are very simple. He can hold himself up and operate, but proper maintenance of this facility is undeniably beyond his capabilities.
Hey! You don't need to tell them all that! Those are trade secrets!
Trade secrets, schmeekrits, old-timer. Your circuits are barely able to keep up with these kids.
Good grief. Shut up already. Subjecting me to this depraved experiment is already an insult. But mustn't be overseen by such vapid clowns.
Mikey, I urge you to remain calm. Such rage may imbalance your humors. Oh, alas. Where were we? The kitchen.
Oh, I can promise the kitchen was clean. I got a bit hungry during everything and went back to the kitchen for some food before we came here.
You went and had a snack in the middle of a murder case?
But see, the kitchen could have only been cleaned by Hiroshi. And to do all that, it would have left him with almost no time to commit a murder.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Damn. Really thought I was onto something there. Even checked the kitchen and everything. It's no big deal.
So this means Hiroshi couldn't have killed Kutsuki-san.
Himari,
That isn't good enough. In my line of work, you quickly learn how much of a difference no time and almost no time can really make when it comes to murder. And Okabe still had enough time to potentially kill Kutsuki.
I agree. While the current circumstances make it more and more improbable that Okabe-san is our culprit, it's not yet impossible.
What? Are you serious? Isn't this enough? I'm telling you, I didn't do it!
It could have been, what, a few minutes? That's enough time.
He didn't really do it. But he's so kind and silly. Did he do it? Shiraki-san, you told me earlier that you ran into Hiroshi this morning before Kutsuki-san's body was found, right?
Aye, it's as you say. If I remember correctly, he came from the direction of the elevator rather than a classroom. Had he been downstairs before my lady and I, it would have been impossible to falsify his trajectory.
Yeah, and it wasn't long after I ran into you that we heard the glass shatter.
Aye, that is also true.
Glass shattering? Explain.
Oh, have we not explained this yet? Okabe-sama and I heard the sound of glass shattering and ran forth to find its source. Then, moments later, we were alerted by an even louder scream coming from Classroom 1C.
That would have been me when I woke up.
The glass caught our attention, but Himari's screaming's what got us to the classroom.
Pardon me, but I'm not confused by what you mean. Broken glass? There are no glass structures within this building facility that could have smashed.
Yes, 'twas rather vexing upon hearing it. But during the investigation, we found shattered glass on the ground near to the body.
I watched the servant point out something glimmering from the floor, so I corroborate the glass's presence. No one moved it under our watch.
Oh, dear Sonata-san, surely you didn't cut yourself on the shards?
Maybe Reiji-chan's sunglasses broke. That would explain it.
Impossible. The glass of his lenses were tinted, while the glass of the crime scene was not.
Speaking of, I don't think I saw his sunglasses at the scene either. Did anybody else notice them?
Nay, neither I nor my lady saw them at the crime scene.
I didn't think to check his bedroom, though I guess it'd be kind of weird for him to leave without them.
He had them when he stopped by the kitchen.
I doubt it's of any importance. The culprit here was clearly an amateur. Only confident killers take trophies.
But if it was not the sunglasses, what else could have shattered been?
might have the answer. But it's probably going to implicate me again. It's likely that one of my coffee vials was shattered against the floor, which was what left all the glass there.
You did mention that they're pretty fragile, so shattering it like that does make sense.
That would also explain this item I found at the scene. While I was taking care of my situation this morning, I faintly heard the crashing sound as well, and followed afterwards. Before we were all called to the gym, I felt myself step on something strange. I decided to keep hold of it, just to be safe.
Lucky you stepped on the cork instead of the glass, huh, Ogasawara-san? Wait, you walked off with evidence?
I returned to the crime scene, so it's unlikely it mattered. Rather, it seems to have proven useful.
Surely a trinket like this played a role in the killer's plan. Evidence there would be capable hiding. So, for it to be absent upon returning to the crime scene. Unfortunate. But surely a stroke of good luck. Luck makes a predator arrogant. Arrogance turns a predator into prey.
God damn it, we're getting nowhere with this shit! All these retarded fucking theories aren't getting us anywhere but right back where we started! The first one was the right one. The crazy coffee bitch murdered his ass, and she's been dragging this out for far too long!
Man, shut the hell up! Even if you still believe it's Hime-chan, that doesn't give you the right to be saying any of that!
Moichi, you believe in me, right?
I choose to believe in the facts of the case. And right now, the facts are pointing more at you than in any other direction. I'm sorry.
No, Moichi, please. You have to believe me. We're...
Don't use that line on me right now. Please. Don't make this even harder for me.
Moichi.
Quiet. Stop with your senseless crying, trying to prove your innocence through nothing more than your emotions. You have previously directed the conversation with evidence. If you're innocent, prove it. Himari-san? I believe in you.